Turnaround's Theory is all new with 2 back-to-back episodes. Coming up on the first segment, we're going to watch a video about Kendra G saying that she is the female Kevin Samuels. And I'll give you a theoretical thought concerning this episode. So stay tuned for 2 back-to-back episodes of Turnaround's Theory coming up next on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Who is Kendra G? If you'll stick around for the latest edition of Turnaround's Theory coming up on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram in a moment, it's 2 back-to-back episodes, and we're going to look at Dee Dee on her YouTube channel and watch this video about Kendra G indicating that she's the female version of Kevin Samuels. Plus, I'll give you a theoretical thought concerning this episode. Fellas, as I indicated that this is going to be 2 back-to-back episodes, so as I often tell you all, y'all should be often knowing my saying and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all grab a quick snack and come on back because y'all just might learn something. Another edition of Turnaround's Theory starts right now. Roll the intro. Let's get into it. I'm Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. I'm a musician, singer, rapper, songwriter, composer, and producer. I'm also a content creator and I give theoretical thoughts on just about anything in general. This is Turnaround's Theory. What is up, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. And I want to welcome you to another edition of Turnaround's Theory on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, as you should know, Turnaround's Theory comes to you each and every single Monday over the digital airwaves of YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for Season 5. And Turnaround's Theory is also the actual platform of where I normally give the fellas like you at home a free theoretical thought on just about anything. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning in to watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory on YouTube, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. And for those that are tuning in to another edition of Turnaround's Theory on Facebook or Instagram, and you're following me for the very first time, welcome aboard the platform. And if you are, in fact, a constant follower of mine with regard to the content that I post up, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media platform, hey, kudos to you as well. Now, as a constant daily reminder, I must reiterate to you all once again to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel because it would in fact help out and it will be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media platforms. There will be a link provided in the description box below on my official YouTube channel, as well as in the comment sections below for Facebook and Instagram. And if you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there's also going to be a link provided in the description box below for that on my official YouTube channel, as well as in the comment sections below for Facebook and Instagram. Please be sure to check out my latest music video entitled Every Time, which is now out on my official YouTube channel. There will be a link provided in the description box below as well. Please don't forget to also use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you will see at the bottom of your screen because that lets yours truly know indefinitely that not only you're watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my platform with regard to the content that I post up, and I might just give you a shout out right back. Now, I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this matter. And with that being said, let's get started with this back-to-back episode of Turnaround's Theory.
I call her the female Kevin Samuels. Oh, God! That's what you are. Oh, no! Ladies and gentlemen, Kendra G is in the building. Oh, my goodness. Well, first of all, shout out to Philly. Shout out to you. Thanks for having me on your show. I spent years with Philly. I did radio on Philly. Philly is definitely a part of my legacy. I will forever love Philly. Oh, my God. Mike, Derek, Alex. Like, I love Fox. I just love everybody in Philly. Yeah, definitely shout out to you. Kendra.
No, she's not the female Kevin Samuels. She's Kendra G because, of course, we know Kendra G went on Kevin's show and, you know, they went back and forth because she didn't agree with what he was saying. And many people compare her show to Kevin's show, but it's a lot different in how he handled his audience versus how Kendra does it. I think Kevin Samuels held the women accountable and that's why they hated him. I think Kendra kind of started out kind of on the side with the women, but like she said, in the years that she's done it, she's become a little bit more open to the nature of women and how women think and what men want. So I think she's a little bit different. At the same time, you know, Kendra is an independent woman. She's a successful independent woman. So those women tend to think a certain way. So she still has that aspect. But I don't think anybody could do what Kevin Samuels did, in my opinion. I think there are a lot of people that follow him and you know, emulate that style, but I don't think anybody has been able to do it quite like he did it and get the numbers that he had. I'm just saying, and be as effective as he has been during his time. So I just want to make that clear. Let's continue.
Okay, tell me why. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. You got a lot of dudes awkward too. Yes. I'm gonna tell you why. You need to open up a gas station. You sell more gas points. People like, hey girl, you look good. I see them tools. All them tools don't be right. Yeah, why? They look like they should be the used car lot. You know, let's keep it a buck. The second guy. No, I'm keeping it real. I'm not judging my girl. Wait, I'm not judging them. Yes, you are. I'm not saying I'm eye candy. I'm not saying I'm a con. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm like, so how you judging non-dollars? What I'm saying is, this is where the problem comes. Okay. You be knowing that they don't be down. And you be like, oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well, you know, and I think that's true. I think she knows, but she doesn't really want to say, because she want to keep it kind of friendly, kind of. In my opinion, just my opinion, I think Kendra wants to kind of cater to her audience. You don't want to alienate your audience, because they're your audience. If they don't show up to do the show, then there's no show. There's no show if they don't show up. So to not alienate the women, you gotta kind of be neutral. You know what I mean? You got, and I'm not saying you gotta be nasty or anything like that, but you gotta be neutral, because a lot of these women wouldn't patronize a woman doing this if they didn't like what she was saying.
Who the hell cares?
And I think in the beginning of Kendra's show, it was more like that. It just kind of laughing at what they were saying and kind of going along with it, and they liked it. But the minute Kendra started realizing certain things and started bringing it out, oh, they saw a turn like, ooh, this ain't the show for me. Ooh, girl. Ooh, you talking like Kevin Samuels.
You can't make this shit up.
There was a woman who came on her show and did that. Ooh, let me get the F out of here. There was a woman who literally told that to Kendra. And so when she started realizing certain things about women and getting frustrated, then you saw a different side of Kendra. You get what I'm saying? Let's continue.
I don't give advice. I have a dating show. Now, if you're time, I will give advice. So what I do is, you come on my show, I have a dating app, Kendra G singles, iPhone and Android phone. So I am like, I want to start another dating app for Facebook, but you know, that's what I do. So people call me looking for love. People have gotten married. Babies have been created. Now, a woman may have a requirement, a desire. Here's what I will say. And a lot of times it goes left with salary, because men equate salary. They go all over the place when somebody got money, but they want a certain amount of money. Now, if a woman tells me she only wants a man that makes $100K, I would say to her, if you don't get a man that makes that amount of money or more, are you okay with having no man? Because that's the freedom. She has to live her life. Now, I can ask that question, and if she says, I'm okay, then she's okay. There's plenty of men single. Men do not judge other men for being single. So all of a sudden, y'all want to judge all the women when they don't have, but they're not in a relationship, they're not married. Y'all don't want to be husbands. How's she going to be a wife?
Will you pull yourself together?
They're not giving that out. There are a lot of delusional men that call myself, but y'all don't talk about them. The reason why y'all don't talk about them, because y'all want to talk about yourself, and there's no money in that. People are just mad at me because there's money in talking about black women. That's what it really comes down to. And I have no idea why y'all are so concerned about a woman that y'all claim y'all don't want.
You know, it's a beautiful day when you're right.
And let's just say she is overreaching. I'm not checking you. I love you. I will never check you. But if she doesn't get what she desires, that's only going to fall on her. It won't affect me. It won't affect you.
But I think, you know, individually, yeah, it affects you, but it affects the community, because if women don't choose men and men don't choose women for relationships to build a community, then we don't have a community.
That's for fucking with me.
And it's already stagnant. and we don't create children in healthy, stable relationships. So it ends up affecting everybody. We're already a small minority group. If women and men aren't getting together and marrying and creating families and communities, where does that leave us? So I think overall, she's right, it's an individual basis, but that individual basis, if everybody is doing that, it affects the community by and large in a negative way. Let's continue.
Opportunity to put herself out there. And there are plenty of times I have given suggestions to certain women on ways they can become more dateable in the market. And I also try to give truth because I think a lot of women don't understand what it is like dating a man of a certain caste bracket. And I don't think these women really want that guy if they really knew what comes along with it.
So, this is what I'm going to say. You could say he always down in the women. Let me feel back with a guy. I feel like if you're a guy, you can't go on your program and say, I want a woman to make this or look like this or look like that if you're not rich. I can't say I'm going to go on your platform and say, yo, I want a woman who's got to wear size 6. And, you know what I mean? I ain't got 6.
That's not true because it's what's the difference is money. So, like, let's say if you have a man with a lot of money, he does get more. No diss to Rick Ross. I love Rick Ross. Hey, Jackie, keep out. Kind of come here. Like Rick Ross, who I love. This is not a shock. Okay. So Rick Ross has beautiful women. I've never seen him with an unattractive girl. They're like 10 because he worth millions.
Yeah, but also he's not marrying these women. He's not marrying them. They're just fun women. Those beautiful women are there for fun. He switched them out, left like t-shirts. So they're not there. That's the difference. I think people really get caught up in the fact that they, a lifestyle versus a family or something that's real. To me, the celebrity world is like smoke and mirrors.
But in addition to that, men are in love, women are in business.
It's all a game. It's all a facade. It's a area for you to go and play around. These men are playing around with these women. They're not taking them seriously and wifing them up and creating families with them and giving them their last name. That's not what they're doing. So yeah, they have the pick of the litter of women because they know that women are clout chasing for a lifestyle.
I totally agree with that. More than 63% of these men are choosing to stay single because they don't have to deal with women that are being bougie and ratchet. That's why more than 40% of these women are having children out of wedlock because the baby daddy refuses to get down on one knee and ask the baby mama to marry him. What a shame. But let's continue.
So to me, it's incumbent of the women to start to change their reality, their perception of what they want, or expectations of what they want for real. What you want in your life. What do you really want? Do you want to just chase a celebrity and be his side piece or part of his entourage for years with nothing solid in your path? Or do you want something that's real, that's going to benefit you and grow and blossom over the years? This where I say a lot of these women don't want solid, stable relationships with men who want families. They want a lifestyle, and social media has made it a delusional world to where these women think that, oh, that's where it's at. Yeah, let's get celebrities. We need some money so somebody can create a lifestyle.
What the is you doing, cuz?
Everything that Dee is saying is nothing but straight facts. If I was to date a woman and she wants a relationship with me, but she prefers to want a relationship with a celebrity, yeah, she's going to have to take her marching papers and get the hell out of my house. I don't date a woman that's got a celebrity crush. No way, no how. Let's continue.
You don't want a real stable family life for real. You want a lifestyle, and there's a big difference. And the women who want husbands and families and to, do things with their kids and their husbands and go take trips with their families and their husbands and their kids, and really have a stable livelihood, that is being shunned because they're making that out to be as if it's an illusion and it's not real, and there aren't real happy married people out here because everybody wants a lifestyle.
As I said before, men are in love, women are in business. But these women are expecting men to fund their lavish lifestyle and want all of the luxury items that they cannot afford. But what these modern women fail to realize is that all these luxury items that they've been wanting, they don't realize what the devil comes with all of it.
Men can make up for the lack of she has money.
Exactly.
Now, a woman, what they will say, depending on the type of guy that you want, you have to be as free as possible for that type of man.
Now, I have to disagree on that one because these women will talk about a preference all the devil they want. But when it comes to all of that, they expect a man to have 6 figures, be 6 feet tall, and weighs at least 200 pounds in order to date them.
But again, to me, it's what I'm trying to get women to understand. These men are not, if you want to be a wife, these men don't want to be husbands. So why are you wasting your time?
And why the devil should a man continue to waste his time fooling with a woman that doesn't want to be traditional?
But people are
I feel like it's a two-way. I agree with you. You know, as a guy, you don't have to be as attractive on the side of that. Like, but then women, some men say, well, you gotta make this, you gotta do this. Why is it?
Well, I think, I agree with you. I'm not going to disagree with everything. I think there's a lot of things. I think the internet has changed the reality of real relationships.
I agree with that.
People are now, like I was saying this earlier, like there's a girl whose man might want to take her to Applebee's for her birthday. There's nothing wrong with Applebee's, but now the bar has been risen because this girl, Keisha, go to Spain for her birthday. So now she can't be excited. And I agree with you. When we're watching everybody else's life and people are comparing and have lost the art of you just being satisfied within your own life.
That's the same thing as saying a woman refuses to deal with a man that'll take her out to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, that's the problem. You can't live your life through somebody else's lenses or eyes. You have to know what it is that you want. A lot of these people are followers. A lot of women don't know what they want. First off, you got to know what you really want. And whatever it is you really want, you go after that. But they don't know what they want. It's contingent upon what somebody else is doing, what is popular. So like she said, if some girl is going to Japan or somewhere Spain with a man, it ain't necessarily her husband, it's her sugar daddy or whoever it is, then now that's the new expectation. So this is why you got to know what you want for yourself, and to hell with what anybody else say or think.
That's telling them, DD. That's telling them.
And if you're a pretty girl, you're like, I'm prettier than her, I know I can get this done, all that done, so that's what you would do.
Again, I disagree because these modern women are on a mission. Their mission is very simple. Get a man with a boatload of cash and hold on to their own bag so they can use the man's money and spend it on a whole bunch of nonsense. Plus, these women are expecting traditional men to pay their bills, get their hair done, and get their toes done. These are some of the basic things that these women can do on their own, not for a man to do it for them. That's why a lot of nice guys often finish last. And if good guys like myself don't give these modern women the lower class, middle class luxury things that they want in life, what happens is they find the next guy that's going to do it for them. More than 50% of these women will have a backup plan to get the next man and just take advantage of him. Let's continue.
This is my thing. And I can only speak from my man. I like a woman that you can go to a girl first show, but you can also go to Applebee's.
Right.
Right. It doesn't have to be every stop has to be.
I agree with you.
But you have women that all they want to do is go to a spot show. That be my issue. Now, I'm going to say this show is on fire. But the reason why I called you Kevin James, because you be having them on there, and they be like...
No, I feel like Kevin Samuels is on the opposite because he would be more direct. They say I'm not as direct. They think that, so that's why I was like, I don't know if I'm a female Kevin Samuels, because they would be, he was very direct. I try to be enlightening. What I try to do is this, what I've learned. Some women are delusional, but they don't know it.
Oh, here we go again.
They don't know it. And to be quite
That
honest,
may be
I
true.
only know what I know because I was doing it for 5 years.
We do not care.
5 years.
I'm not the same person who I was when I started this stuff. That's why I'm more educated on dating and matching and what it takes. But I think this, make me second, dating your real world first. That is your dating pool. The person that you are across from, the person you can trust, that's your option. If you don't like your option, then call me and also change your dynamic. I moved so much. So I lived in Chicago, now I live in California. So everything's just going to change.
I think she has a good point right there. If you don't like your outcomes, change something about it. Change your where you live. Position yourself in places where you can find these types of men and see what happens. And if you put yourself in the room with a lot of millionaires or men who make the type of money that you think you feel you could be around and get, then do that and just look at the outcome. And if you do all of that and you're in the company of all these men and nobody is checking for you, they looking past you, then maybe that should tell you something. Maybe that should tell you, look somewhere else. That's all I'm saying. You have to decide what it is that you want and not let it be contingent or based upon what you see on social media every single day.
When we return to Turnaround's theory, I'm going to come back with another theoretical thought to this episode right after these messages.
Let's run down some of these dumb dating standards. Why that man got to send you a car? Now he got your address. Why he got to pick you up? Now he knows exactly where you live. My comfort is paramount in dating. I refuse to go more than 3 miles radius from downtown Atlanta because that is my stomping ground, and I'm going to drive myself. So y'all got these standards for men to the detriment of your own comfort. Just trying to put your foot down somewhere and make a stance for yourself and make yourself feel like you are a valuable woman. Stupid. Then when y'all finally do decide to meet up with the man, a coffee date ain't good enough. Stop calling it a date. It's not a date. You're meeting for coffee, and that is it. Why would I commit to a full meal with a man that I don't even know? I wouldn't. Take me out for coffee, sir. That is perfectly fine with me. Then when you do decide to go out, Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough. Cheesecake Factory is the pinnacle of culinary offerings in a lot of American cities, and let's be real, Cheesecake Factory don't never let you down. Then I saw a woman on social media the other day who just said, skip all the eating, just take me to the mall. Sir, there ain't nothing at Lenox or Phipps that I need or want. Nothing. Save your money because you're going to need it for later. And Lenox or Phipps ain't got nothing on my standards when it comes to what I want. Amen. So, ladies, y'all got to stop because y'all got these stupid ass standards that don't even make no doggone sense. Get over yourselves.
Just letting y'all know that mouth will turn a man off. You think you can argue with a man all day, be petty, pick fights, be disagreeable, and then, just put some booty shorts on at the end of the night. And he just gonna be ready to go, huh? It said men are visual creatures, and y'all will argue about that. Well, so are we. We're visual creatures too. We ain't talking about y'all. We talking about the men right now, okay? So they say men are visual creatures. They didn't say they're only visual creatures. It ain't just that, because a man not be attracted to y'all, and y'all say he gay or he cheating. Might actually be because of your mouth again. Or y'all will say he got low sex drive, he need to go to the doctor, something wrong with him. No, ain't nothing wrong with him, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. So just letting y'all know, y'all got the physical. Take care of your skin. I'm gonna take care of my hair. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna lose weight. I'm gonna drink my water. Okay. At the same time, I need you to work on your mouth, on your attitude, on your agreeableness, on your femininity. I guarantee you won't have no problem with that man when night falls. But it ain't just physical. Just like it ain't just physical for us. Okay? But what do I know? I ain't got no man.
Y'all gonna stop saying a man is not a man because he's not a provider. Okay? I don't even know why it offends me. I ain't no man, but it does. And I think it's because it offends my practicality and my sensibility. It don't make no sense. It is hard to exist in this country on your own, let alone adding another human being into the mix. So y'all will say, well, he was paying the bills at his own apartment. Okay, now she moved in. He got to get a bigger apartment or even buy a house. Okay, he was paying this car note. Yeah. Now he got to pay hers too. You got to pay her car note too. Do you got to pay her car insurance, her medical debt that she came with, her credit card debt, her student loans? I mean, where does it end? And that's previous. That's prior things. Going forward, now he got to, put her on his medical benefits at work. He got to pay her co-pays and deductibles for that. He got to get a life insurance policy. Maybe he never had one before. He had no dependents, right? Now he got to get that. We ain't even added kids to the mix. He got to buy all her clothes, get her hair done, her nails done, her lashes done. He got to pay for everything. The house, the food, the utilities, the saving of the money. I mean, he got to pay everything. It ain't many men in this country that can pay for all that. And we not going to say they're not a man because they can't. It don't make no doggone sense. Now, what I do need him to have is the provider mindset. Do you want your woman to be able to relax at home and chill and not have to work? As long as you have that mindset and you're maybe even working towards that, even if you never make it, that's all I need, provider mindset. But you ain't got to pay all the doggone bills in the house to be a man. That's ridiculous. Cut it.
I just don't care about what a man has. It's what's in your heart It's your time. That stuff is priceless. These, I don't know. These women, these men are different nowadays. To me, I mean, I want what's in your heart.
Right.
I want your time. I want communication. That's something money can't buy. Loyalty. Something money can't buy. We don't have that nowadays in relationships. Yeah. So whoever you with, stay with them, baby, because it's hard to come by a real man or a real woman. And that's the truth.
And now, Turnaround's theoretical thoughts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it is time for another edition of Turnaround's theoretical thought with yours truly, because in just a moment, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another theoretical thought from Dee Dee's YouTube channel about Kendra G being the female version of Kevin Samuels. Here's the theoretical thought for today. I would totally disagree with her being the female version of Kevin Samuels, because unlike her and other content creators like myself, Kevin Samuels was very direct with his audience. Even with the guest that was on his platform before his passing, he was very direct and he was very specific on the comments that he made, and he was very, very authentic with his platform. Too often these women will come on social media and try to beg to differ, thinking that they're a whole bunch of 10s when they're not. Truth of the matter is, they're in delusional land. That's your theoretical thought for today, and this will conclude part 1 of this back-to-back episode of Turnaround's Theory. Listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning part 1 of this episode. And as a constant daily reminder, I must reiterate to you once again to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Now, coming up in part 2 of this back-to-back episode of this segment coming up, we're going to watch another YouTube video, this time from Men Need to Be Heard, with regard to this, talking about the 7 reasons why men are getting sexless marriages. Stay tuned, because there's more Turnaround's Theory coming up right after this, so please stay close.